Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's the King with the boys. Same familiar cast, bringing you another action-packed episode. We are here to tell you about all good things local, and we want to tell you about a brewery that we are absolutely in love with. 412 Brewery is located in the north side of Pittsburgh. This puppy-friendly establishment is open 7 days a week, and they have daily food trucks ready to bring you some of the best food in the burg. 412 is bringing in the summer right with a killer tap list ranging from Kolsch to sours to ales and much, much more. Check out 412 on Instagram at 412 Brewery for their current tap list, food truck schedules, and specials. Make sure you tell them the boys sent you. So how you guys doing today?
Great. Beautiful day out today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice and warm, finally warming up, although I think the next week is going to be shitty with a whole bunch of rain.
I think we need it, though. I mean, at this point, we're what, like 13 days without any kind of rain?
I went from cutting my grass 3 times a week to it's dying now.
Yeah, I cut my grass too short, and now I have brown patches everywhere. It's not going well. But it's nice, though, because I finally get to wear short sleeve shirts and not have to consider packing a hoodie on an emergency basis. So Pittsburgh finally figured it out weather-wise. I just got to make sure I pack my rain jacket now.
For now.
So it was my turn to bring local beer to our show today, and I stopped by one of my favorite places. I went to Connie Creek last night, stopped in, and I grabbed a 6-pack of the My Gose. It is a sour brew made with sour ale. It is a sour ale, but it's made with sea salt and coriander because I like having weird stuff in my beers. I have had this beer a few times before, and I don't know if you guys did, but I wanted to bring it to you guys to share with you because it is one of my favorites from this brewery. I think they do a great job here.
I do like coriander in a lighter brew.
Yeah. And the good thing too about this is that, we talked before about sour beers being too sharp. I think this one is nice and like rounded and not too overwhelming. And I like that a lot. So while Josh is politely pouring out some of the brews for us, I just want to let you guys know that Connie Creek is located in Lower Borough, Pennsylvania. Their original location is there. They do have a new spot in a shopping center called Sprankle's Groceries, which sounds kind of weird, but it is a full grocery store, the cafe in Saxonburg. They do have specials pretty much every day they're open, and they set it up like a marketplace where you can actually go and grab a beer and walk around and shop and then come back and finish up. They have a full kitchen there. It's pretty nice. I stopped there the other day just to see what it looked like, and it's wonderful. I'm glad to see that Lee, the owner and the head brewer, could actually open up a second location. And it looks like they're doing a really good job. They always have food specials. They're constantly bringing in new beers, and they're pretty active on social media too, so they always have something going on. And I gotta say, their smoked wings are probably one of my favorite things to eat from that place. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never been to the second location, but the first location, food's great, beer's great, good atmosphere.
Very much so. It kind of feels like a cabin. You know, when you go there, the original location, it's very well lit. I do enjoy the ambiance that they have there, and they have live music too in the summertime. So it's kind of cool because I'm from that area, and there's not a lot of that going on. So I feel like Connie Creek did a really good job of bringing, a craft beer scene to a smaller rural town. They did a really good job. And you can link them up if you want to go to other places. Like Yellow Bridge is only 10 minutes away from them too. So
there you go.
You can get a nice little run going.
Now, can I go into Sprankles and do my grocery shopping while drinking?
I think you missed everything I said.
I was pouring the beers.
Which is cool. So yes, Josh, you can go into the grocery store and you can buy your tofu and your salad mix-ins, and you can have a high-calorie Yo Adrian Porter to carry around with you. It is cool. It is nice because they are, like I said, they're bringing that atmosphere to smaller communities that usually don't have access to the craft beer scene, other than picking up a random 4-pack if you're traveling through the city. So, I give a lot of props to Lee, and I think his wife's like the head cook there too at the original location, and she's a hell of a cook. I mean, every piece of food I've had out there has been fantastic. Yeah. So this beer, like I said, is a sour, and it's made with sea salt and coriander, and I want to say that it kind of reminds me of a margarita.
Yeah.
If I could say.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I've had a lot of Goses where it's a little bit heavier on the salt.
Yeah.
I appreciate that this one's not, as much as the sour's not in your face, neither is the salt content.
Right. And
the little bit of the coriander and the sourness. Yeah, it does give it a real lime margarita feel.
Yeah. Which is kind of what I wanted, my sours, I think we've said it a couple times, we want to make sure our sours it's not going to taste like a laser. And this one has more bite than I'm used to, but it's not overwhelming. And it's another good job by Lee. I think too, we talked at one point about the coffee camp series that he has too. And that's probably my favorite line that he has. The Mexi hot chocolate came out, and that was delicious. Very spicy, super chocolatey. It's just a good place to go to. I can't say enough good things about it. Again, check them out on Instagram, Facebook, I think on Twitter too, at Connie Creek Brewing. You won't be disappointed. They're a good group of people, and the beer's always really good, and the food's always good too. So check them out, and if you're out that way, shoot me a DM, and I'll come out there and buy you a pint. So not everyone should DM me for a free pint, though. That'll get expensive.
That's what it sounded like to me, folks.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's a very dangerous throw out.
I'm going to edit that out. So this beer is a winner. And I can say that. I believe this beer is a winner. However, I am a loser holding it. My supreme win streak that swept the podcast nation by storm has come to an end, an abrupt end.
After 1 second place finish.
Nobody saw it coming. No one. Not even I saw it coming. Mystic Matt didn't see the end coming. I'm speaking about, of course, the dreaded Bets of Doom, and the backlash that I'm going to face from WrestleMania Backlash. I picked how I thought was going to happen, and then, and you know what? Too, we get into this. There's one match that I was watching, and I was like, "Shit, it's going to be the thing that I said it was going to be," but I picked against it. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Josh, and then Josh, if you want to, you can let him know what the hell I have to do.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So, because I care about you, I wanted to make sure you stay hydrated through the episode.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. So far, most of our punishments have involved a bad tasting alcoholic beverage, but you're still getting the benefit of getting a buzz.
Yeah, getting numb.
Yeah. So for this one, what we did is we got you some 0% non-alcoholic Heineken, because Heineken tastes like ass.
Yeah.
And you're not getting the benefit of even catching a buzz.
No, not at all. I'm going to get really well hydrated, but can I say, though, it comes in at 69 calories. No, Josh, I can appreciate that you thought about my hydration and you want to keep me up and running. Thank you for that. I'm also on a diet, too, so this helps out. I'm just getting the necessary carbs and everything I need to carry myself through this brew day. It is going to be hot here, so thank you. But let me just tell you that this is probably the second worst punishment I've had to endure, because this beer is terrible.
It is.
It's not even a beer. What did Hop Nation say? It's a beverage. It's a beverage.
It would just be a carbonated beverage.
Yeah.
At that
Yeah,
point,
it's just a beverage. But it's funny that you pick this, because I've had this before.
Okay.
So quite a few months ago, before the pandemic smashed us to pieces, my wife and I were out in Washington County, and we were running around doing a couple things. And she was being so nice. We went to grab something to eat somewhere, a little bite to eat. And she's like, just go ahead and drink, have a couple beers. So I caught a pretty good buzz. And we went to the Tanger outlet to just grab a couple things. And I think I was actually drunk. I thought it was only buzz, but I was drunk. So I'm like walking through, and I was like, my brain goes, man, if you had one more beer, you keep this buzz going all the way home. And Casey's driving, so it didn't really matter. So I'm walking by this tent, and this dude he's like, you look like you like craft beer. I'm like, yeah, what gave it away? And he just hands me a bag, and I was like, it's a bag with 4 cold cans in it. And I was like, awesome. Didn't even see where it came from. I don't care. But I was like, I'm going to hobo this thing. So I like pulled it up to the top of the bag, cracked it, and took a sip out of it. Instantly threw up. I had to run to a trash can. I wasn't ready. And I ran to a trash can and I threw up because it was this fucking Heineken 0.0. I wasn't ready. It's like when you think you're going to drink water and you get like vodka. Like you just weren't ready for it. But for me, I was looking for vodka but got water, and it just took me for a surprise. So I'm
actually
more astonished at just a random guy handing you.
One story, that's the exact same way I ended up with 2 cans of it too.
Yeah.
Tanger outlets.
Yeah.
We're just handing it out.
They take one look at us and they're like,
the one by the Meadows?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right there. They're like, they're kind of doughy. I think I was also wearing like a Stone Brewing t-shirt, and he's like, I could talk him into cans. And then looking back, I bet you, because a lot of those things are promotional. So as soon as they're out of the beer, they can be done with their job.
Right.
So he's like, I better get these out of here because nobody actually wants them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I regret actually putting them in the car and taking them home. I should have just spiked it in the parking lot and left it.
So saying that too, I cracked the one, sipped it, threw that one away, still took the other 3 home.
Yeah.
Because okay. But anyway.
And they're still sitting there, right?
No, I threw them away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta throw them away.
No, I actually used them when I was planting flowers because they had enough like nutrients in them and stuff. I just cracked them open and put them in the soil.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I didn't want to like waste it. And I recycled the cans. See, world, don't cancel me.
However,
good-natured man.
You can't use these ones for fertilizer.
No, they're going to be fertilizer later. Just putting empty hops into my tum-tum is going to make me poo. So, but Josh, great job on this punishment, man. Not even knowing that I'm taste averted to these things, you picked a good one. I do look forward to not being hammered at the end of this show, but I'm going to take multiple pee breaks.
Yeah,
I have 6 of them to drink. So, all right. Yeah. So take us through WrestleMania Backlash and let the people know how my luxurious lifestyle of Mystic Matt got taken away from me.
Yeah, so it was actually pretty close. It was, honestly, Adam and I both lost 1 match. You lost 2.
Yeah.
So starting off with the card, we had... We didn't put this one in our bets.
And I'm glad we're going to talk about it, though, too.
Because I didn't even really know what was going on the pre-show at the time.
Yeah.
But you had Sheamus retaining the U.S. Championship over Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really see this match.
But I can say that I did.
Okay.
I thought it was really good. Again, Ricochet is a phenomenal wrestler, and Sheamus is a crafty vet. I mean, they both know how to put on a good show. But it's just a continuation of the misuse of Ricochet. He's just a stepping stone for a lot of people, unfortunately. Of course, Sheamus is going to retain, but I think they're going to start a feud up between these 2 superstars, and I think that'd be pretty cool to watch. And this was like their intro to it. So I hope that it develops. But yeah, it was a great match, I think.
I think the dynamic between the 2 works well, because Ricochet is your high flyer, like Daredevil, where Sheamus is just your average brute, just coming in and knocking you around.
Ricochet's funny as hell too, man. Like, he just like stole all of Sheamus's clothes the other day. Like, that was cool as hell, man. He comes out and like Sheamus has none of his gear, and he's like, "Where's it all at?" And just cuts back to Ricochet in the back getting interviewed. And he's like, "Hold on a second, check this out." And he has like a coat that's 8 times too big for him. His big hat.
Yeah, he did himself no favors on his trip up the card this week, though, with his Twitter game.
No. He's he climbed up and then knocked himself down super quick.
Yeah, easy on who you punch down to there, Ricochet.
Yeah.
So then what surprised me was how they opened the card up, though. They started off with the Raw Women's Championship.
Which I thought was kind of crazy to do that, but I think you have enough superstar talent in that match that it's an attention grabber.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I think everyone kind of knew, it's an overhyped one-on-one match, and you're going to see it between Ripley and Flair at some point. Yeah.
I mean, the way that it ended after with the call out and the point down. Yeah. So what we had was Rhea Ripley defeating Asuka. She actually covered Asuka.
Yeah.
And
do we get bonus points for that? We all called that.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I think we all took Asuka taking the fall, but we took different people.
Yeah.
I feel like, but it doesn't matter. Even with a bonus point, I still lose. 'Cause I lost 2 matches instead of one. So. That would have been a cool tiebreaker.
Ending that epic streak, just like Undertaker, of 3-3.
Yeah. Hey man, a streak's a streak because a streak's a streak.
I will say,
If you say streak enough, then you're probably correct.
Yeah, streak. Well, it's either a streak in the toilet or a streak in the game, and I had a streak in the game and not in the toilet. So I feel like I was doing an okay job.
I like to think that Creative actually listened to me when I went on my rant of you can't have Rhea lose the belt after a month.
You're wrong.
The same person.
Because it has happened.
Oh, yeah. We'll cover him a little later on here in this lumberjack match.
So, next on there, we had Dominic and Ray defeating Ziggler and Rude. This was one of the ones that Matt lost. He went with his mind over his heart.
Yeah.
I honestly, to start the match off, I didn't think that... I thought they were really just going to make it a squash with the way that they had Dominic get attacked pre-pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the same thing too, but I think it kind of fell into what I was talking... I talked about this. I said that Ray was going to carry this match until Dominic had to do something. But I mean, it was very extreme how they did it. But I thought... Where I fell apart was I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be Ray carrying the match. Dominic's going to get something real big, but Ziggler and Rude are going to do some heel shit and then take it.
Yeah, that attack to me was just WWE's lazy way of putting babyface shine on somebody. It's like, what have we done 1,000 times before? Oh, have them attacked before the match.
Yeah.
Then you know who the bad guy and the good guy is.
Yeah, because you can't have a nobody and a heel team facing off against each other. You need to have that extreme good guy versus the extreme bad guy, and that's how you do it super quick. Yeah. Lazy.
Then we get into the match that I lost.
Everyone lost. Anyone who watched that lost.
Zombie.
Good
We had the
Lord.
lumberjack match between Priest and Miz, where Priest... was it a pinfall? I just remember the swarm of zombies taking the Miz.
He won. That's all that really matters, I guess. I mean, I can appreciate WWE trying to cross promote on some stuff, and it does happen. They did it with I think AEW did it too with the Kong versus Godzilla match. Did it at one point, but they didn't dress somebody up as Kong and dress somebody up as fucking Godzilla.
Oh, you mean Scotty Too Hottie? Playing one of the zombies?
R.I.P. It's tough to watch two good wrestlers get infected by a terrible match idea. Lumberjack match was cool, and then the thunder struck, and you're like, God damn it.
It was a long weekend for combat sports because both UFC and WWE had cross promotions with that damn Army of the Dead movie.
Oh, really?
So yeah, Forrest Griffin got turned into a zombie on the UFC.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Forrest is just hard up for money, that's all.
I watched that movie, by the way.
I haven't seen it yet because
I really like it's 2.5 hours.
So I saw it on UFC, then I saw it on WWE, then I went to look it up on Netflix, and couldn't find it.
There. It dropped early on the 21st, and I was able to watch it yesterday.
Okay. I was checking before that.
Oh man, it was actually really good, and I love Tig Notaro. She's really cool in there too.
Conan Schneider, right?
Yeah.
So he's the one going back to last episode. He did the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Right.
So
yeah,
I probably will like it. Love Batista. So.
Yeah. I think Batista does a really good job in that movie too. Yeah.
Now, I will say, with this match, though, the one thing, the zombies were terrible.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to hurt worse now is The Miz tearing his ACL at the end. So I'm actually curious if... I mean, the way that it was going, Damian Priest was supposed to win.
Yeah.
Hey, and Lucky, you needed to write him off anyway because he got eaten by zombies. Yeah. So go get that ACL fixed.
Yeah, but how does this play into the movie that he was supposed to be in?
I think
I almost could care.
I think a lot of actors use stunt doubles, so I think he'll be okay to.
I mean, but I'm not talking about.
I don't think a little knee injury is going to keep him off set for too long. They do orthoscopic knee surgery. That guy will be up and walking around in 3 weeks.
What movie was he in? The Marine 10?
Yeah, the Marine 8 can be put on hold for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, no, he was talking that he was excited for The Miz to be in
What?
I forget what movie he said it was last
Riveting.
There was just a campaign for him to be in Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat's already out. He's not in it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
it's when they redid it, the Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, he's not even in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He can be on Ms. and Mrs. sitting on the freaking couch. It's
yeah.
fine.
Well, I can tell you this though. I do like the Miz a lot. I think I've said this before. He does everything for that company. He is a fall guy at times, but yeah.
He's hardly been injured in his whole career, so
Yeah.
I mean, he needs a little time off.
Yeah. But again, too, like you look at it, and I do feel bad for him because a little over a month and a half ago, he was holding a title, and then they ripped it off of him really quick, made him a little bitch.
And then they ripped his arms off.
And then they ripped his arms off, and he got bit, and his knee got screwed up. So, like, who knows when he's going to come back? But I'm excited to see what John Morrison can do now.
I'm really excited that, John Morrison can hopefully get a singles push now.
Mr. Drip Drip.
Mr. Drip Drip. Terrible nicknames. Just like a terrible match.
Hate WWE. God.
Yeah, they just do the dumbest stuff, man. Like having Michael Cole still call matches, that's funny.
So then after that, we moved into the Women's Championship, where we all saw what was happening there.
Oh,
Bianca
yeah.
defeated Bayley.
Yeah.
Made easy work of it.
That was an easy match to call. I mean, if Bianca didn't win that match, there would be a huge issue. I think it's going to go into a pretty cool feud between those two. So I hope that it does anyway.
After that, we had the WWE Championship. We had Bobby Lashley retaining over Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre.
Which we saw that coming from a mile away too.
Yeah, I mean, you're not taking. Like I said last episode, I wanted McIntyre. I still think that I still thought they were going to try to give him his pop, but at the end of the day, it's Lashley. Like
The only thing that surprised... Who took the pin in that one?
Strowman.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing surprised me then.
yeah,
Yeah, Strowman is the quintessential, like, I lose for everyone to shine kind of thing. Like, it's terrible. Him and Asuka could have a mixed tag team, and they can just be called the losers.
In full disclosure, that's the only match I watched live.
Yeah.
And it was a good match. It was a real good, like, big man match. And I went back and watched the women's championship match later. But, good match, but went as expected.
Right. And I love Braun Strowman so much, and I hope that he gets to do something here. Like, give him a run. You know what? Let him take a run at Sheamus. That would be a cool feud, I think, between the two of them for that United States title. That'd be kind of cool.
Wabo Lasho?
No.
And Sheamus?
No, Strowman.
Oh, and Sheamus.
Strowman.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be cool. Sorry.
No, let Lashley.
I was just trying to think. I was in the
Lashley
back of my
carry
head thinking
that
of
belt,
who's
man.
taking the damn...
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're doing him and McIntyre at Hell in a Cell now. So
Yeah, which would be a great match.
let's just beat that storyline to death so we
Yeah,
can...
of
Well,
course.
I guess I'll move on to Lesnar for SummerSlam, so...
Right. Lesnar will come out, and he'll win the title in 2 seconds again and disgrace the entire wrestling community again as a part-timer who only wrestles 2 matches a year and always wins the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then to finish the night off, we had Roman Reigns over Cesaro by submission though for the Universal Championship.
This match was bullshit to the nth degree. You let Cesaro build up. You make him lose clean to Roman Reigns. That's it. Cesaro's not going to get a push. He's going to go right back into a feud with Rollins.
But I was going to say, you missed him getting stamped out at the end after he got beat.
Yeah. And
So they buried him a little bit, too.
yeah. So you take him, you try to build him up. He's a phenomenal wrestler. He can carry that storyline. Roman Reigns and Cesaro together make great matches.
Who do they throw in there for Roman now?
Oh God, they're talking about the Usos turning on Roman.
They just did that.
Yeah, well, they're going to do it again.
Okay.
And it's going to go to Hell in a Cell again, just like it did the first time.
Sure did. That's right.
Yeah, and so it's going to come full circle. That's what they call Hell in a Cell, full circle. Because that's all it's going to be, man. It's going to be a terrible matchup between Roman Reigns and... it's going to be a handicap match. Roman Reigns versus the Usos. And
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell. Repeat
Be a
button.
tag team.
Repeat all.
yes, just click repeat. It's not going to... Poor Cesaro. That's, something he needed. He deserved to push so that he can just go... You know what? Just go back with Nakamura. Not Nakamura. Damn it. Who's the... Shinsuke.
Yeah, Nakamura.
Nakamura. My
Yeah,
bad.
right.
I'm thinking about...
I was like, I think you're right.
I'm thinking about the dude from AEW. He's in my brain right now.
Nakazawa.
Nakazawa. But yeah, it's Cesaro. you're gonna have to go down and form another terrible tag team with somebody to try to build yourself back up, which is gonna suck for you.
But we know WWE is all about building some terrible tag teams. You know, the RK Bro that they got going on.
That's
right
a
now.
cool tag team. I don't care.
I do like how they interact with each other from the clips I've seen. I mean, what were you going to do with either of those? Yeah, it's just it's really, really hard to watch. I will try to get back into it when they get back into live crowds again and stuff, but I just can't. With the TV screens and shit, I just can't.
What is killing me, too, is somebody tried to make RK Bro like the Rock and Sock Connection.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a stretch. The Rock and Sock Connection was such a cool tag team that I never thought would have happened. And to compare that, like, wrestling and comedy gold together.
Yeah. There was definitely more of an odd couple vibe to Rock and Sock.
Yeah.
Mick Foley was a big sloppy mess.
Yeah,
and The Rock was like
so
prestige.
dominant.
Oh, and hilarious.
So dominant, yeah.
It was great. You're not gonna repeat that, Vince. Stop trying.
So speaking of funny stuff here, Chris Jericho decided to crawl out of the cardboard cutouts that he fell into a couple weeks ago to try to throw shade at the zombie match on Backlash. I can only say this: sometimes the best thing to say is nothing at all. Right. Just let it go, dude. Like your blood and guts match was so cool, and then it fell flat at the end. It's a disease of AEW to screw up big matches at the end. That was the headline match that got screwed up. This is a middle of the card match with no titles on the line,
which had cross promotion built into it.
Right, exactly.
It's a little bit different. It's equally ridiculous. Well, no, it's a little more ridiculous for WWE on WWE's part.
Yeah,
but I mean, AEW's just got to get their stuff together when it comes. The action and the brutality was great in that match, and then they moved up to the top of the cage. They filmed Jericho blading his own head for everybody to see, Jesus. And then they shoved him into a pile of cardboard.
That blading scene was as bad as if you remember when the Best Friends took on. It was Proud and Powerful from the Inner Circle, and you got to see Trent just like slash up his arm. He got thrown into a car, the back end of a car in a street fight that weirdly contained Orange Cassidy. How he didn't freak out having all those people hitting the trunk. He popped up, but Trent bladed his arm. It was like when you were in high school, or high school, you had that one weird kid who would like stab his milk cartons at lunch. That's what it looked like. And then like they tried to cut away as fast as they could, and it came back. You just saw the blood flowing down Trent's arm. Like, first off, dude, it was your left arm that started bleeding, and your right arm is the thing that made contact with the car. No. Yeah, so it was just blading to me is, I don't know. I never understood it. No one's ever done it super well to make it believable, and I don't know. I don't think people need to cut themselves for their art.
I don't know about that, sir.
Yeah?
Dustin Rhodes in that Cody versus Dustin match.
Oh,
he bladed pretty well.
He bladed to the point where I think he lost like a whole pint of blood.
That's how I like it done.
That's how you get the blood and guts. Speaking of blood and guts, we are supported by some wonderful people, and we have some ads here for you. So we're going to take a quick break so you can hear from them, hopefully something you like, and we'll be right back with something really fun. Thank you. Hey guys, I think we're all sitting here with partners, women in our lives that would kind of appreciate it if we groomed up a little bit. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I do too. And I'm lucky enough to have been in touch with a company called Smooth My Balls, and they want to make sure that we bring our listeners what they have to offer. So right now, they offer the Turf Chopper 3.0 with skin-safe technology, so when you are trimming your sack, you don't mess up and bring a messed up chia pet to a magic party, if you know what I'm saying.
You got to bring your A game to the battlefield, guys.
Always. And the other thing, too, I don't know about you guys, but I often get talked to about having all the hair left in the sink. That's when the Pube Muncher 1.0 comes in. It's a little vacuum, sucks it all up, and grinds up all the hairs, and you can throw away a little easier. That way you can avoid a conversation later, and you can stay groomed.
Always important.
Always important. And right now, all of our listeners can save 15% on their order.
How can they do that?
I'm glad you asked, Josh. They can go to smoothmyballs.com/DWTB DWTB and save 15% on their entire order right now. That's smoothmyballs.com/DWTB. And don't forget to look at some of the other products they have, like the sack mat, like the sack vacuum, like the ball freshening powder, and everything else. It's all there for you. smoothmyballs.com/DWTB for 15% off your order right now.
Please them ladies.
The one-stop shop for men's grooming.
That's right. Welcome back. Hopefully you heard something that you want to try out, because if you can support us by supporting the sponsors who support us. So, I feel kind of bad because last show for the punishment, I had Josh eating some extremely hot street tacos, which made me think too here, you know, we here at Duquesne with the boys, we know that our invitation to some game shows online are in the mail, namely Hot Ones and Answer the Internet, aka ATI. So we want to get some practice in, right? We're going to try it out. So
Training day, Denzel.
yeah. So here's my idea, guys. I brought today for you guys some wonderful homemade chicken tenders from Casa de la Anderson.
They look lovely.
They are really good.
Thank you.
I'll tell you that.
I also decided to bring the same mixture that I cooked Josh's tacos in, which it's like 10% Frank's Red Hot and 90% XXX Last Dab, because the Last Dab's kind of chunky, so I had to break it down with something. So don't forget that it comes with 3 different kinds of ghost peppers. It is a Boilermaker. Yes, even
Ghost
when cold,
peppers.
it feels hot to the touch.
Well, I was just seeing, like, I'm literally an arm's length away, so probably little over 2 feet, and it's making my eyes water.
Yeah.
Just smelling it.
Yes. So what I'm going to do here, what I did, guys, is I went and I got some of the best questions from Ask the Internet. And if you guys want to check out what Ask the Internet is, please check out their YouTube channel. It is hilarious. Comedians, I think even porn stars and everybody in between gets to answer these weird ass questions that are posed to them. So I found 15 of the best ones, but I'm going to use 10 of them. And what we're going to do is, before I ask the question, it's probably a little easier if I ask the question, then we all eat.
Yeah, let me think about the answer on that.
Yeah, and then we'll all take turns answering the question. Now, I would say for the sake of our listeners, let's not eat the chicken tender into the microphone.
Well, I was going to say, maybe while you're asking the question, one of us can start eating, and then when you're done, one of us can start answering.
Yeah. So we'll just roll with that. So the rule is simple. Like I said, we're going to dip the chicky nugs in the hot sauce. We're going to eat that sucker, hear the question, answer it, and try to survive. Now, I'm going to be frankly honest with you guys. We're going to need to take another break after this because there's no way we're getting through all this and then going into the next thing. It's impossible. I am still hammering down these delicious Heinekens that Josh was so kind to bring me. So we have a lot of things on our plate here. So without further ado,
10 chicken nuggets, actually.
10.
And I trembled. There was tremble in my voice. I stuttered because I'm scared.
I already took off my overshirt. I'm back. I'm into a tank top now because I already know.
You look like you're heading for the beach.
Yes. If hell had a beach, this is what it would be.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah. And I'm about to be a little boy. So, gentlemen, question number 1 from Ask the Internet. How many rats would it take to overwhelm and kill you in a fight?
Are we talking in waves or just one?
How many
giant
rats was it take to overwhelm you? How many rats?
I'm just going to go with a nice round number and say 100.
100.
I think 100 could knock me over if they work together and then just scarf my body down.
Yeah. Josh?
I'm saying one sensei from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or probably 75. Those little fuckers can bite.
A little splinter.
I like how you went from a mutant ninja to 75 small rodents. I'm going to say that it only take like 10 for me because I don't see them coming, and they'll just And they just go right for soft body parts, and I'm soft all over. So they're just going to start biting in different places, and I don't know where to go. So 10 of them probably.
It's going to be those 10 like New York City subway
Yeah,
for you.
the ones that have like 10-inch teeth. So they're just going to take body parts with them. Jesus Christ, this is just one. Okay.
I think my tacos built a tolerance for a little bit.
Question number 2. You go to your girlfriend's house and meet her father for the first time. He hands you the aux cord. What's the first song you play?
What's an aux cord?
So you plug it into your phone or whatever? And
It's
sound cord.
Aux.
Yeah.
I was thinking aux like the animal, the bovine. Sorry. Not auxiliary.
Song.
Okay. Adam?
Dust in a Baggie. It's about a boy and his father and a lovely story.
I'm going to play Big Booty Hose. So
I want that man to know what I'm there for.
yeah, I didn't come here to say nice things. I came here because all I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. Fuck. Okay. Would you rather the world lost all women or all sports?
The hot sauces hit me, but I think all women. Because it's not gay if there's no women. Good answer. But I love the Penguins.
Yeah. Josh?
All sports.
All sports?
All sports.
He is thirsty as fuck, folks.
I would say, oh, fuck. Can the women not play sports? Is that the thing? Because, like, if you get rid of all the women, can you also not have women's sports?
Well, yeah.
I mean, so, okay, so I have to lose all women, and, no, if I have all women, I can't watch any sports, like, not even, like, women's volleyball and shit like that.
Correct.
No. I mean, maybe, like, bowling at best, because that might not be a sport.
Yeah. All sports. Because if they can bowl and shit and I can watch something on TV, I'll be fine. Also, am I the only guy left, or am I a woman now, too?
No, it's just you and a bunch of your bros watching hockey games. It sounds great.
Yeah, they
for
didn't
me.
say you're eliminating guys. You're just eliminating sports.
Yeah.
Would you rather the world lost all women or all sports? So, like,
If you get rid of sports, the world goes on just without sports.
Right.
As it is now. All guys, all girls.
Oh, I read this wrong. Yeah, all sports. I'll get rid of all sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get rid of all sports. Oh, fucking crazy. It hurts your brain.
Yeah, I know. I just became a little gay there,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Which I don't think it'd be.
You're the only one that took women.
Yeah, because I like hanging out and watching sports with my bros.
I think, well, isn't stripping a sport?
No.
Okay. Never mind then. That was my attempt. All right.
And if it is, you got rid of them.
I did. Damn it. I was going to say, too, it's not gay. It's just the norm.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yep. I'm still staying with sports.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could see a sex tape with any 2 movie characters, who would be in it?
Well, I mean, Adam's got to go with 2 guys because he got rid of all girls, right?
No, you don't. You don't carry the last question in. It's a brand new question.
Kate Upton, Justin Verlander.
That's specific.
I mean, they're together.
Dude, that's
Really interesting. You want to see Justin Verlander's dick?
I just want to see Kate Upton.
oh my god.
So Matt, you're gonna have to help me out.
Yeah.
Actually, is it character? Like, so it's in character?
Yeah, it's in character.
So the I don't know her name. The girl, the main girl in Underworld, the Underworld movies.
Kate
Kate
Beckinsale.
Beckinsale.
Her, but that character.
Yeah.
With the main girl from Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever plays Valentine.
Oh, Valentine, or do you mean Alice?
Alice.
Mila
yeah.
Jovovich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
What a wonderful duo to pick, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to see Napoleon Dynamite and Nemesis. Oh, gosh.
How many was that? That was 4?
4.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't have 10 Nuckies on my plate.
We only had 8 each.
Okay.
You may have to bite.
have to-
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I'll rip the last couple and a half.
Would you rather have to watch either only softcore porn or only minor league sports for the rest of your life?
Oh, I got to eat first.
Only minor league sports because it's still sports.
Okay.
Softcore porn. I'll get the job done.
Yeah.
I can use my imagination.
Yeah, but you okay?
I don't have an imagination
So your
anymore.
choice doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If I'm only watching minor league sports, for the rest of my life. I don't need the softcore porn to get where I need to be.
That's not how this works. That's not the question, dude.
That's not how this works.
The hot sauce is killing you.
Your brain is getting fried. I'm only gonna watch minor league sports for the rest of my life. Softcore porn is bullshit. Okay. Would you rather wear cargo shorts every day or no socks ever again?
I hate socks to begin with, so I'd rather wear no socks.
Okay.
I want to be a brewer, and you don't want wet sloshy feet all day, and you got to wear rubber boots. So I'm rocking cargo shorts. You can keep a lot of shit in those too. I mean, I still wear them sometimes now.
I have one right now.
Yeah, if I'm going to a concert, I wear them because if you buy a band shirt, you can shove them into the cargo pockets and not have your hands free still. Oh God.
I want to wear cargo shorts so people can identify me with a piece of clothing that nobody appreciates or takes seriously. I want to be taken as seriously as cargo shorts. I only want to wear cargo shorts. Oh my God, what the fuck? Ooh. Would you rather wake up every morning with the TV channel numbers randomized and no guide, or have your keyboard layout switched every morning?
I'll find my way through the TV without a guide. There's no way I could relearn a keyboard every freaking day.
Same.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have to type way too much in my professional and personal life. It'll never work. Also, too, wouldn't that count for like your cell phone keyboard too? Because it's like every keyboard.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Oh my God.
That's what I assumed for that question.
Okay. I need to, before I read the next one, I gotta drink some more of this wonderful Heineken.
How many was that?
6?
That was 6.
I'm doing okay.
No, I think that was 5 or 8. I don't know. Fucking go.
You're just saying numbers now.
Just go.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
I'm taking the horse-sized duck because he ain't got no arms. That's an easy fight.
A horse-sized duck? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's an easy fight. He's got a big chin and no arms.
Dude.
He's going to peck the fuck out of you.
Yeah, dude,
No, he ain't.
You're gonna die.
No, he ain't.
You're gonna die.
Dodge it.
You're not dodging that.
Yeah, I've watched like 40 of Mayweather's like 52 fights. Like I got it.
Okay.
It's a horse size, so he's gonna be slower than a duck is now.
Ducks are so fat and they fly.
But it's a big fucking duck. This thing's gonna have like cardiac problems. Like
you're putting a lot of medical
joints.
Science. You're putting a lot of medical.
The joints are gonna be weak.
I'm going with the duck-sized horses because I'll kick them.
Yeah, I'm going 100
I
duck-sized
think they're
horses.
gonna kick you.
Do they? Oh, that's a good question. Do they have all the same power?
They're going to kick my ankles.
Yeah, until they're broken, and then they're gonna kick your face.
I think I stand more of a chance against the 100 duck size.
I'd rather just beat up one thing and go home.
You're not going to beat it up. That's the problem. You're thinking that you're going to beat it. You're not going to beat it up. It's going to wreck you. All right. Would you rather have teeth? Would you rather have teeth where your hair is or hair where your teeth are?
Teeth where my hair is.
Teeth where your hair is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the options, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like look like a cool horror movie monster at that point.
That's pretty dope.
Hair where your mouth is interfering with me eating, which right now I wouldn't care about so much, but day to day that would suck.
I'm making a ton of fucking smoothies and going hair where my teeth is.
But I wonder though too, if hair falls out really quick, does it hurt as bad as when your teeth get bad?
Plus, you can just wear a hat,
But I'm thinking hair, like beard, eyebrows,
well, just
everything.
Shave, just shave like the rest of us.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
I thought I was just assuming top of the head. And
It just says where your hair is.
okay. I'm still fine with that.
You have teeth on your nuts.
That's fine. That's fucking badass.
I'm gonna have to go hair where my teeth are. Trim them.
You guys are crazy.
I'll give it a nice cool part.
You guys are crazy.
I'll part it.
It could be teeth where my hair is or no teeth, and I'd still pick in teeth. I don't want meth mouth, let alone meth mouth with fucking hair in it.
Well, I'm telling you right now, man.
Do you ever catch a hair in your mouth? That's awful.
Yeah, but then it's what you're used to though. Of all your mouth is hair.
Yeah. I don't know. You're insane.
Last 2 questions.
Sure.
Thank God.
I don't really give a fuck about my looks. I care about eating.
If you could make any 2 people in the world, no matter what, fight in a no rules cage match, who would you choose?
I want to go last on this one.
Okay, Josh. Okay. I had to pick two people in the world.
Uh-huh.
I would say my dad, because I never met him. And I want to see what he looks like. And then I want him to fight.
So
Then I want him to fight, like, I don't know, Jake Paul. Because I want to see, I want to see two complete pieces of shit go at it.
I thought you were going to say Bigfoot, because same.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's go back. I'm going to take that. Yeah, Bigfoot, because neither of these people actually fucking exist to me.
I actually don't have a good one for this.
Good job following up that dark humor.
Yeah. Okay.
This is to the death?
No, I mean, it's just no rules cage match.
Okay.
You made it to the death.
No, that's fine.
If it's to the death, Jake Paul versus Jake Paul.
You can't
Wow,
do
that's
that.
creative. Okay, mine is in locked down mode now. Matt versus Josh. Josh's answer was dumb as fuck. Next question.
Okay, last one. That's a dumb question. Next one. Oh, here we go. What fictional character would you love to beat the shit out of?
Mickey Mouse, die.
Good answer.
Because I feel like that would take Disney off the face of the earth.
It would. Minnie Mouse would try to keep up the crown, and she just can't do it. Oh my God, Josh, you have an answer?
No. Fuck it, Harry Potter.
A fictional character. He'd beat the fuck out of you.
I like that one.
Harry Potter would beat the fuck out of you. He'd Patronus the fuck out of you. You'd be dead.
And I like the series. I just think he's a little bitch in it.
He's the hero.
Then maybe you should have had him fight Jake Paul instead of saying the same name
Well,
twice.
to be fair, I was going to put Paul Brothers there before you jumped all over it.
Oh God. Well, you did make it Paul Brothers, but you cloned one of them.
Yeah. Jake versus Jake.
Oh. A fictional character I want to beat the shit out of. Can I say my dad again?
There's one more. There's a third one
There's a third one.
that you might want to see if he's real or not.
Santa Claus?
No, close.
Jesus.
There you go.
Okay. Can I do a gauntlet match? I'll start with my dad, and then I'll fight Santa Claus, and I'll fight Jesus.
No, and Bigfoot. Don't leave Bigfoot out.
No, Bigfoot would wreck me. I think I
true.
could take the other three.
Santa's got magic.
I don't know what's Jesus gonna do. Turn my blood into something else. He only takes water into wine. Oh God. Okay. So we have to take a break because I'm dying on the inside. I think there's a fire in my stomach. So we'll be right back. Okay, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Thank you for giving us a break. I think we've all recovered, and I think it's safe to say that out of the three of us, I have no idea how hot stuff works, and I overdid it. I was sweating into my eyeballs. It hit me pretty hard. Holy crap! All right, I won't. I don't think I can fight Jesus. By the way, I don't think he has those cool sandals. He moves too quickly. He has less clothing on. He's too quick for me. I'm too thick, but I'll still fight my dad. But you know, I could fight a stranger though. Someone could just show up. I'd be like, "That's my dad." So, speaking of heat, guys, I gotta let you guys know that we did get some heat, albeit mild heat, not as hot as the hot sauce we just consumed for our cancel culture segment on the last episode. So, let me just start off by saying that we're just making jokes. It's mostly jokes. But if you think that we have no idea what we're talking about, or what needs to be canceled, or what needs to be addressed, I just bring to your attention one of the things that caught a lot of popularity and actually got people on board for a cancel was Demi Lovato tried to cancel a mom and pop frozen yogurt shop. The shop called The Big Chill had several items that were labeled guilt-free or 22 grams of protein, eat me guilt-free. And I know, and I've read here that Lovato does have an eating disorder, which is not funny. Of course, that's very serious. But she decided that those phrases that she saw were triggering, so she used her platform to put the Big Chill on blast, and quintessentially trying to knock that business directly in their teeth. I mean, it's a mom and pop shop that serves everything. I mean, it's from regular stuff to fat-free stuff, sugar-free stuff, whatever it may be. So for her, this was too much for her, which is odd. I don't know how these things get you worked up. I don't understand what she's going through in terms of her eating disorder, but I would say that you didn't walk into the store and say these cookies don't like black people, or this ice cream doesn't think gays should get married. It said these are low sugar, these are guilt free. These, it just words that they do catch your eye, but I don't think that this deserved a platform for canceling. Now, and I'm not here to silence a female voice, and I'm not here to say that people can point fingers at things and try to change things up, and I think that's a great thing to do. But let's focus our gaze onto something that does deserve attention, and does deserve to be canceled. Dozens and dozens and dozens of women came out in solidarity these past couple weeks to bring light to all of the heinous abuse that they've endured working in craft beer. The gatekeeping, the edgelording, the degradation, the literal segregation. We got to cancel that shit, and we got to try to learn how to leave frozen fucking yogurt alone. So if you don't think we get it, we get it. We should respect each other. And I know people didn't like what we were doing in the last episode, but if you just take a look and try to do something that's worth defending or worth putting your attention to, this is where it's at.
Yeah. So for everybody not familiar with what happened in craft beer this week, Brienne Allen, sorry if I have your first name incorrect, her IG social is at Rat Magnet on Instagram. She's the production manager at Notch Brewing in Salem, Massachusetts, and she put out just an Instagram story saying, hey, I've heard about kind of sexism in the beer industry.
Yeah.
Tell me your story. And it was one of those stories where you can post back in.
Spell out her IG handle so people can find it.
Sure, it's RATMAGNET.
And go and take a second and look at it, because if that doesn't get you fired up, if you don't think about your girlfriend, your sister, your aunt, your mom, whoever is a female in your life that's predominant, and you read these and don't get worked up, then I don't know how else to get you fired up.
Sure. So that was posted on May 11th. From May 11th to May 18th, she got 800 responses.
800 responses.
Yeah. Of anything ranging from sexual abuse to sexual bias, sexism, racism, on and on. I don't have the name here, but a GoFundMe has been started for her.
Oh, good.
For her legal defense.
Yeah, she's going to need it.
I mean, I'm sure none of it's slander because it's just her reporting what's being told to her. Yeah. And most of them are anonymous. Some people said, fine, put my name out there.
Yeah.
But there is a GoFundMe started for her legal defense. Just some notable ones that came up in the American craft beer scene. And this is as of Wednesday. I haven't checked. There might have been more. And these are just some major ones that have been major things that have come out of it. Jacob McKean, the founder and CEO of Modern Time Beer, has stepped down. They're a brewery out in California.
Yeah.
That I know we've seen here in Pennsylvania. Jean Brulé, the founder and head brewer at Tired Hands Brewing, has been forced to step down out of Ardmore, PA. That's outside of Philly, the Philly area.
Yeah.
They were a pretty popular brewery, but he has many claims of sexism, racism, and pregnant shaming under his belt.
Wow.
So he's gone, and I mean, they've had Tired Hands have caught bad pub for how they treat other breweries in the past, but nothing on this level or nothing this serious.
Right.
Connecticut Valley Brewing has terminated their director of sales after sending some illicit pictures to employees. Boulevard Brewing has been accused of pregnancy harassment and sexual assault. They've hired a firm to investigate and overhaul their HR and investigate into what's happened there. So thankfully they're taking some steps, I guess. And then Sean Hill of Hill Farmstead Brewing has been accused of inappropriate sexual behavior and has denied it.
Yeah.
But that's also being looked into by that brewery, I guess.
So, I mean, these are just...
And that's just, a handful of
The
800.
sampling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the ones where people have stepped down or responded.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, wanting to be in this industry and taking pride in it, it hurts. It hurts. Being a man in this industry with my wife who also wants to be in this industry, it's shocking. It's appalling. We as men in the industry, we as men in overall need to do better.
Yeah.
And be more appropriate in the workplace and just be better people.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree with that more, because all I can think about is, my daughters, when they get old enough to get their first job, and if they went to work at a place like this and they're harassed the way that I've read about the allegations, and I don't know what I would do, as a father. It's a tough pill to swallow, because, I fall in the same line with Adam, trying to figure out how to be some kind of focal point in this industry, and putting our names out there and doing what we do. I think I can confidently say that we are here to listen. If you ever need just anything at all, we want to hear you. We're here to talk to you. We respect you. We love you. Craft beer is for everybody. The industry is for everybody. No one should feel that they can't walk into a place and get a beer or work in the industry. This is for all of us. And to know that now we're finally starting to see some of the people who are poisonous get ousted, it only makes us stronger as a craft beer industry. I look forward to the growth and the prosperity we can find in this very dark time for craft beer. I just hope that anyone who's had to go through this finds peace. You can get it off of your chest or work through it. Find the people that can support you. We support you 1,000%. So if you ever need us, we are one DM away. I'm not going to do a shameless plug of our socials here. That's at the end. But if you do need us, we're here for you.
Absolutely.
So now that we have called out all the just complete pieces of shit that make this a very difficult part of the show, we should go on to funny things. Do you guys agree?
I'm good with that.
Okay. So we have questions, comments, and emails. As you know, we are at Decay and WTB on all socials, and we are decayandwtb@gmail.com. We get some of your questions and comments and emails looking for advice or just trying to poke some fun. So first question here: who can guest spot on your podcast, and do I need to be interesting? I mean, we put out like almost a 2-hour show. We can't just sit here and stare at each other.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think everybody has a story to tell in some way. I think it would be really hard to find somebody that's just a boring, like empty canvas of nothing.
All right.
But who can guest spot on the podcast? I mean, anybody. If you got a story to tell or something to promote, or
even just want to hang out.
Yeah, just want to goof around. Let us know.
I like to believe we're a pretty welcoming group of people.
It helps if you like craft beer, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, it's definitely not necessary, because you can come over here and get some of these sweet non-alcoholic Heinekens. Because apparently this is a new thing for us. We're gonna. But do you have to be interesting? I don't think we're always interesting. So.
Yeah, I mean, interesting is a very
it's subjective,
ambiguous term.
Yeah. Just like to have fun, I think, is the only prerequisite.
Like to talk.
Yeah. Just like to talk and have fun. Don't take yourself too seriously, except for the last segment we just had where we do get very serious at times. But if you want to guest spot on this podcast and you think you have something fun that you can share with us, if you are a musician or an artist or a brewer or just someone that's just genuinely funny, if you want to come on, just let us know and we'll work you in. Here's a nice little shot at us. Who the hell doesn't start LeBron James every time they have an opportunity? And that goes back to the sit, start, cut.
Is this where we got Heat?
We got.
Apparently.
Let me just say that this is the bullshit of it.
Hey, LeBron went to the Heat when he thought he could win a championship.
Yeah. But we got heat for cancel culture, and then in the same vein, we got heat for that.
I'm going to ignore this question because it was an opinion, so
Yeah.
whatever. But what did we get heat on with the cancel thing?
Oh, because
We just listed people off that got canceled.
yeah, we listed people off that got canceled, and people are the heat was like, we don't understand why they got canceled. No, motherfucker, I read why they got canceled, and I agreed.
We were making light of it. Yeah, I think we all agreed with all of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't like put like some Joe Schmo on there who got told that he screamed too loud when he stubbed his toe in a store or something. Like it's people who did outlandish things. And
I didn't go after a yogurt shop.
Yeah, I didn't go after a mom and pop shop for getting the delicious treats that I went in there for. Yeah, I don't care about LeBron James.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like his attitude, so
Yeah,
he's gone.
yeah.
I mean, realistically, I can understand, like, you can start LeBron or Michael or Kobe. Like, you got to look at the three that we were determining between it.
This has got to be an objection from someone who watches new NBA, and they don't have as much stake in when we were younger. I don't know, man. It's like watching Barry Sanders when I was growing up. I didn't want anyone else carrying the ball for my fantasy team when I was a kid.
Right.
I wanted Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
So, and then then it turned into Emmitt Smith, and then after that, nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody.
For your benefit, whoever asked this question, you could probably ask me it again in 2 weeks, and I'll probably switch. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not that vested in the basketball. It's just how I will feel that in that moment. Sorry, we ruffled your feathers.
LeBron is good. There's no denying.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's terrible.
No, I'm saying he's terrible. Come after me.
I mean, Mike in the debate.
He's better than Tool.
Michael's better.
That's what I thought we were going to get messed up for, because you said you didn't like Tool. I was like, people are going to lose their shit over that. And no, it was how can you not start LeBron? And I was like, okay. Did you hear anything else we talked about?
I love our listeners.
I do too. Speaking of our listeners, we did get a quick little question. Did we get 500 downloads? Quick answer is yes. We are on our way to 600 actually. Our fans are awesome. We don't have many. We are still a small indie podcast, but the people who do listen to us are fantastic. We do get some great feedback. I say it all the time. I appreciate you guys. I did do that Ask Matt Anything that kind of screwed up on the IG. I didn't know that IG limited you to a minute. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But like the one quick, and I was going to say this, someone asked me,
if you still have it, you can flip it over to that IGTV.
I got rid of it. Yeah. Cause I looked tired when I was doing it, cause I was exhausted. But the question I did want to put on there is someone asked me, what kind of tacos would you pair with butt play? And that was, yeah,
oh my God.
I know. Yes. Yeah.
Once again, I love our listeners.
Yeah. Our listeners are hilarious.
None.
And that's what I said. I was like, I'm going to treat my partner with respect.
Yeah.
And but I was like, but if I had to, Condado. Like,
but that's just a fill in the blank for you. It'd be like, what tacos go best with
Condado.
Anything, yeah.
Condado every time. And then someone who listened to our spooky episode, because we are spooky boys, name your top 3 horror movies. And it could be any genre, anything you want. So go ahead. Adam, you're making sexy eye contact with me.
First? Ooh, I'm so excited. So I picked 2 older ones for us. One before I was born. But my first one, coming out in 1986, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
2.
Oh, the funny one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that fucking movie. Of course, 1 is a classic.
Oh, of course.
The original is a classic. But the rewatchability of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
It's good.
Hooked me.
Yeah.
That's my number 1 probably forever. I mean, I adjust all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always is in my top 3. Number 2 is a new one that came out in 2018, Hereditary.
Yo, yeah.
It is the only movie to scare me in my 30s.
Yeah.
And it is terrifying. The imagery is dark. The acting is the best acting
Phenomenal.
I've ever seen in a horror movie.
That piano wire scene is burnt
Yeah.
into my memories.
So, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out.
You
It's
have
on
to. Prime.
everything. I think it's on Prime for free.
It is.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
check it out.
That movie should have a paywall to it that's like $35 off the rip. It's so good.
And then my third is kind of a cop-out because it's like on everybody's top list.
Child's
but
Play.
It's one of the greatest horror movies that the ending was so ambiguous and so controversial, it still gets argued about to this day.
Yeah.
And it's John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982.
That's a great
And the special effects in that were pretty practical. There was some like newer CGI-ish stuff they were doing with that. It's incredible for 1982.
Oh, absolutely.
It's unreal.
Yeah. The scene sets and everything are phenomenal. And a young Kurt Russell
Yeah.
in there. Just really he took on that role really well. And Kurt Russell plays a psychopath, or not so much psychopath, a guy falling into delirium,
right?
In
on the brink of his own mental
does
wellness.
it so well.
Yeah.
Josh,
So I'm gonna go with the ones that kind of like fucked me up.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not necessarily the rewatchability for me because I won't go back to them.
okay.
As
Do you like one and done, baby?
so, I hate clowns. I really fucking hate clowns.
You know what? And I can agree with you on that one.
I got a movie for you.
Yeah, I got a couple.
So when I was little and tried to watch It, that movie fucked me up.
Yeah,
real good. I haven't even watched the
new one.
New ones.
It's let me say this, and this might like hurt some people's feelings. The new ones aren't nearly as scary as the original one. I think it's maybe because I was a younger kid watching it, but the new one's good.
Yeah,
but it's not as scary.
I think that's the factor. I think it's like we were young when the original came out. Like I went back and watched it. It's not.
It was deceptive.
It's not that scary either, though.
It was deceptive.
I mean, especially for it being like a mini series, like being on TV. That was pretty.
It was dark.
Yeah, it was pretty dark for what it was and the time period it was in.
For sure.
The Candyman.
Nice. Yeah.
That fucked me up too.
That one scared me as a kid.
Yeah, that was a good one. Anything with mirrors.
And then one that I will rewatch just because I think it's funny, especially now that I'm older.
Yeah.
You actually mentioned it.
Yeah.
Is Child's Play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Funny
Little
movie.
Chucky doll.
Did you watch the new one?
No.
It's good.
Is it?
I liked it. It took a twist on it. Like, it takes the supernatural stuff out of it, but it's like a glitchy computer thing. Really cool. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's so cool to watch the AI get disrupted and learn how to kill things in like a benefit to the owner.
Okay.
Like, I have to kill this thing to make you feel better about yourself. And there's a kill scene in there where a neighbor gets killed in a very specific way. I implore you to watch it. It's like an hour and a half maybe, and it's just a great movie.
Yeah, it was a really good. It was rushed on like how it got to the doll being there, and I missed the little seance and
I do too.
Yeah, and that's part. But it was a creative new take on it. I liked it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. But I think there's Sci-Fi's coming out with like an episodic Child's Play too.
Episodic.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh?
I said or episodic.
Is it episodic or episodic?
I say episodic. I don't know. Tomato, tomato.
Potato. Riddell. So, for me, I would say one of my number one horror movies I love to watch because I thought it was gruesome whenever I was a kid growing up was John Carpenter's Vampires. I thought it was a fantastic horror movie. Great practical effects. Thought it was really cool. That goes into my next one, is From Dusk Till Dawn is my other one. There's a trend here. I do like vampires a lot.
That's maybe one of the only vampire movies I love.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, especially like all like the movie stars that I like were in it. I just really liked it. And then, surprisingly enough, if I could watch one horror movie over and over and over again, it's the original Night of the Living Dead. I love that movie.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was between that and The Exorcist 3. They're very opposing ideas, but I think that the groundbreaking notion that comes with the original Night of the Living Dead is what really brings me into it. Not to say Exorcist 3 is a must watch. It is.
I probably would have picked that over Night of the Living Dead.
It's the best Exorcist out there. It's better than the original. But yeah, no, I like, I like vampires for the most part. I love Twilight, guys. I just want to sparkle in the sun.
Do you like werewolf movies? not that one.
Do you see Dog Soldiers?
Not yet. No.
Oh, it's so good. It was like a made-for-TV one, and what do the kids say? It slaps.
Silver. Oh, jeez. Don't say it. Matt, you know what? You're killing that for the kids.
It's a bop.
Twist it.
Yeah.
Bop it.
Ew.
Slap it. Yeah, but the werewolf movie that messed me up as a kid, Silver Bullet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Silver Bullet was there, and then American Werewolf in London.
Is a great one.
Because the transformation scenes in that movie.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, body horror is a thing that fucks me up.
I liked Teen Wolf.
Oh, I did too. I did like Teen Wolf. Yeah. It was before Michael J. Fox got all shaky. That was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed those movies. The same person who sent us in the top 3 horror movies said they wanted to give us a spooky story, and this is a great email. So, what's up, boys? Listen to the spooky episode and wanted to share a spooky story if I could. I have herpes. The end. I was like, that's terrifying, I guess, to a certain degree. Your question was way better than your email.
I hope you signed that anonymous.
Yeah, because otherwise I was like, what's your IG handle? So there's actually another good question here, looking for some advice. And this one is
from the same person?
No, different person, because you'll be able to tell.
Okay. How do I cure my herpes?
Yeah, there's creams, but it's the gift that keeps on giving. What's up, boys? I grew up in a pretty shitty house, basically poor, lots of abuse, and I dug my way out of all the bullshit and put hundreds of miles between me and my abusive family. Now they are in dire financial straits and are asking me for help. What do I do?
Yeah, that lane switched.
Yeah, super quick. Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure that people have a chance to get real help from us. This is a heavy-ass question, by the way.
I mean, it's not for me to tell you, and honestly, it's not your problem to provide details. I don't know what shitty house means.
Yeah.
Lots of abuse does not sound good. I'm a very, not vengeful person, but I'll hold a grudge.
No.
I would just, I wouldn't be picking up the phone. I wouldn't be responding to texts. They dug their grave and now they can lay in it. That's, if you're doing you and you're happy in your life.
Yeah.
Man, just because they brought you into the world doesn't mean they're family.
I was ready to say, of course, this is vague and we don't know all the parts of it here, but I don't know if you're a person that you're sending in an email, so obviously you're kind of on the fence about it, but I would say, is there, have they done anything? Have they gone to therapy? Have they tried to work through their stuff? What's their story right now? Are you sure that if you even were to be able to help them, they'd take it the right way? Or is it just a ploy to kind of get you to support them because they don't want to support themselves? I would say first and foremost, you need to go get a real therapist, because we are not therapists.
Yeah, hopefully you've done that already.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about what therapy's done for me. I'm sure we'll get into that in a future episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely do that.
I can concur with that. Therapy changed a lot of things for me too, and this was not my problem. This looks like a bigger problem than what I had. So if you haven't, BetterHelp is a great way to go about it. If you don't have a therapist, it's online. It's pretty inexpensive. They can link you up pretty quick, and it's a great avenue to go into. I would say for me, I wouldn't help anybody who hurt me deeply. I don't think I owe anybody anything. So, that's up to you, but I would say work on you first to make sure that you're not completely unstable trying to fix something that you didn't break. So take your time, figure yourself out, and hopefully in the meantime, they've figured themselves out if you even want to try to help them.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of self-reflection on it. You have to ask yourself if you're willing. You have to look at your family and see if the dynamic has changed, or if they're still they're in the situation because they're still the same people from when you were younger. And you have to ask if you're willing to move past what happened.
Yeah.
So, if I were in this situation personally, I would probably help them one time because I think that it's family. Give them a second chance. But if you burn that bridge a second time,
I was ready to say, what happens when they shit on you twice?
Done.
Yeah.
Completely cut off.
Yeah.
But.
Well, and I was going to save this for the end of the show, but I'll just mention it here. Thursday, May 20th, this year was Mental Health Action Day.
Yeah.
Basically just saying, even the most stable of people got rocked this year.
Yeah.
So if you hear the words mental health action and you think of somebody, just reach out and call that person. Just say, hey, how you doing? It might be somebody you haven't seen for a year. And that's just kind of what they were trying to get the word out about.
Yeah.
So go ahead and, it's 2 days later, but they'll still appreciate hearing from you. Or maybe it's a week later when you're hearing this, whenever.
Yeah.
If there's somebody you're thinking about, especially when it comes to mental health, just reach out and have a 10-minute conversation with them.
Yeah. Mental health is an everyday thing. And I'm glad there are some notions to bring light to it, to kind of jumpstart people's brains to reaching out. So doesn't stop. Just keep going. Check in with people that you love. Check in with people that you haven't spoken to in a while. See what they're up to. Speaking about being up to something, Adam Bashline continues to bring you the best brews in the burg. Adam, can you please tell the people what is on tap?
That transition was as smooth as sandpaper.
Rough.
So on the first tap in the Jojitorium this week, we have the Jojinator, the 9.3 Orange Blossom Honey Double IPA. On the second tap, we have a New Zealand Pilsner. It's a pale Pilsner brewed with all New Zealand hops. In the number 3 spot, we have the Mom Jean's Mimosa Inspired Ale at 6.8%. Number 4, the Drunken Donut just will not go away. We're trying our best to kick it, but it's still there at 6.4%. And then on the Outlook side of things, next Saturday we will be releasing the yet to be named.
Yeah,
we'll tell you about the name on the next podcast. Yeah. Triple. It's a triple IPA brewed with pineapple and jalapeno peppers.
It's gonna be a banger. Yeah. So if you want to find out what Adam's doing here in the Brew Lab, all you have to do is follow him at bash_brew on all social media. You can also find him on Untapped. Don't forget to follow the boys here at Decay and WTB on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And do not forget to send in your questions, emails, and comments, decayandwtb@gmail.com. And you can support us by supporting the company that supports us by going to smoothmyballs.com/DWTB for 15% off your entire order. Thank you so much for tuning in this time. And until our next episode, cheers.
Cheers.